You know the feeling, right? That important work email, the dentist appointment you've put off for 3 weeks, or the pile of laundry that now requires its own ecosystem. You know you should do it. You want to do it. But suddenly, organizing your spice rack seems like a critical, life-saving endeavor. Then the panic hits. The project's due, the debt collector calls, and you wonder, why am I like this? It's not because you're lazy or lack discipline. That's a lie we tell ourselves. It's because your brain is currently wired for instant comfort over long-term gain. But we're going to yank out that old wiring and install a high-speed fiber optic cable today. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain is doing this because it's a brilliant but slightly dramatic time traveler. When you face a big task, your brain instantly jumps to the future and pictures the discomfort, the effort, the stress, the potential failure. That's called temporal discounting, and it's why we value a small, immediate reward, scrolling TikTok, over a big, distant reward, a finished project. It's like your brain sees the challenging task and screams, "Danger! Avoid pain now!" and rushes you to the nearest comfort zone. For example, trying to start an essay feels physically painful, so your brain convinces you that reorganizing your desktop folders is a higher priority. Cool, now you know you're not broken, you're just experiencing a psychological phenomenon. The reality is that everyone, from CEOs to your favorite content creator, deals with this. You aren't procrastinating because you're a mess. You're procrastinating because your brain is trying to protect you. It's a completely normal, if unhelpful, defense mechanism. We often think the solution is this magical burst of motivation, but that's a myth. Motivation follows action. It rarely precedes it. Stop waiting for the cosmic energy to align, because it won't. Your brain is working perfectly, it's just prioritizing the easy button. We just need to trick it into prioritizing the start button instead. Anchor your action to an existing habit to create a consistent trigger. You don't need willpower, you need a pregame ritual. For example, immediately after you pour your first cup of coffee in the morning, sit down and open the document for the project you're avoiding. Don't check your phone first. The coffee is the cue. This leverages existing neural pathways, making the new task feel like a natural extension of something you already do, essentially bypassing your brain's initial resistance. Awesome, now you can make starting automatic. Shrink the task down until it's ridiculously easy to start. If the job is write the report, your brain panics. Instead, redefine it as write one single sentence. The famous 2-minute rule is your best friend here. If you can do it in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. For example, don't sit down to clean the kitchen. Just focus on putting 3 items in the dishwasher. This overcomes the mental hurdle of the big start, giving your brain a quick win and the momentum to continue. Focus on the feeling of completing the task, not the difficulty of starting it. Most people focus on the pain of the process, which triggers the temporal discounting. Instead, spend 30 seconds visualizing the relief, the pride, and the freedom you'll feel after it's done. For instance, before you tackle your taxes, picture the email you'll send saying, "Done." This shifts your brain's attention from the immediate threat to the delayed reward, making the effort seem worthwhile and changing the emotional energy around the task. Reward yourself with rest that is directly proportional to the effort you expended. Your brain works on a reward system, so don't just collapse on the couch. After 25 minutes of focused work, use the Pomodoro technique and take a scheduled 5-minute break. Don't scroll for an hour. The key is to make the reward a conscious decision after a focused effort. You teach your brain, hey, this effort leads to a guaranteed guilt-free reward, which makes it more likely to cooperate next time. Remember, motivation is a myth. Momentum is everything. You don't need to fix your personality. You just need to fix your starting strategy. Give yourself permission to suck at a task for the first 5 minutes, and you'll often find you won't. Now close this tab, pick one thing you've been avoiding, and go anchor, shrink, focus, and reward yourself. You got this.